to the audio show.
All right, so let's jump into this and see exactly what we miss, what we never miss. Let's get into it. Let's go.
So, I will quick little rush. Restock the waters. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, customers.
Girl, customers and the DoorDash been off the chain.
Okay, so right off of the cuff, like we mentioned before, Dave's thing is actually working. So the restaurant did need some amount of marketing. Now, I will say this. If the DoorDash is off of the chain, that's kind of weird because the DoorDash was one of the first things that Anton did suggest the DoorDash, but of course, they didn't do the DoorDash. So let me just kind of put that in there. However, I'm not going to take away the presence that Dave has created because clearly he has done something while the customers are coming in.
Really?
Yes.
So Dave is doing his thing.
I was like, I see why she like marketing. Y'all got y'all little dollars out of that. You smiling hard.
Well, Miss Shauna, if I must tell you, God is, he's so good.
All the time.
All the time. All the time, God is good.
Oh, Keisha, please.
Why you mad that the girl is happy? I don't understand that. Why her smile bother
I've
me?
been thinking about our conversation the other day.
Well, it's actually really no need to revisit that, Shauna. So, I'm straight. No love lost. We're good.
I just don't want you to be making a mistake.
All right, Shana is a little bit too much into Amber's business. I agree with that. I'm 100% on that because I feel like Amber's at a place where she can speak for herself and she can decide what she wants. I'm not supposed to be forcing her as to what to do. Miss Shana don't need to force her to do what she wants her to do either. She has her own mind and she can think for herself. She doesn't need Miss Shana to tell her whether she needs to jump or skip or whatever it may be.
Please don't start. I've already asked
Amber,
you.
if I don't tell you the truth, then guess what? If something happens, you can never say that you never heard it.
Shauna,
Yeah, but we don't need the truth from you, Miss Shana. That's the thing though. She doesn't need the truth from you. She needs the truth from herself. When it comes to divorce, she needs the truth from herself.
if something happens, it's none of your business.
Well, it's kind of my business because we're in the same business. You're in here, so
Shauna.
we're like family. So you got to stop saying that.
Okay, we're kind of like not family, and it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, we are family because you own this restaurant and
God.
I'm still here.
You're
So we
here
are
because you're on the
family.
contract, Shauna.
And we're family. We're
Shauna,
here. One come
listen,
and go.
please don't blow my high. I have filed my paperwork today. I filed for divorce. So
And
whatever
it's-
you have to say, it doesn't matter.
I love this. I love the mere fact that Amber is now being very open about it. I like that. She's very open. She seems very happy with whatever it may be. Now, I hope she's also happy with whatever share or percentage she get to because sometimes that can be very, very tricky, And so some people have been saying them they like how Amber happy because when she is happy, chances are something is down the road. It's almost like that saying, as I said before in Jamaica, chicken merry, hawk is near.
She looking free. She looking single. She
feeling
looking
free.
good. She looking
I am
happy.
feeling
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
How'd you feel it?
So what you gonna do when you see Anthony with another woman?
Girl, what she already did? What you mean?
Someone says that this is a good question. It is in the fact that yes, what is he gonna do when him see her with another woman? All right, so she might just react one or two times, but nothing. There's nothing at all that she can do. What is she gonna do at this point? She wants a divorce. That's what she wants. So the question is, what is Anthony going to do when he sees her with another man? That may be another question.
I done that, saw it.
Shauna, you just take things too far.
No, I'm not.
No, you are.
I'm trying to broaden your way of thinking because when you see him with another woman that's gonna appreciate him more than you're doing, then you know you're gonna really regret it.
You know what she gonna do? She gonna pray for that woman.
Oh, Keisha,
'Cause
please, what do you have to do?
We feel
Keisha,
bad for
and
her.
you.
Keisha's my employee.
Well, right now it's between me and you and I are talking.
It's
right now.
not in between
Yes,
us.
we are.
Shauna,
It's
my
not.
business is not your business.
Well, you know when your business start affecting this business, it is my business.
You know what? My business actually is affecting this business. We have customers. We have.
Well, let me defend you here, so Amber. It's not your business, Miss Shana. You are an employee. You're not an owner. And so if you want to leave, you can leave. And that's what I would have kind of said right there, so because that's not Miss Shana's business. None of what is happening in Amber's life is affecting what's going on with Shana. And besides, if I want to file for a divorce and I need to get rid of you, I need to get rid of you. But I'm wondering if that's why. So there's a couple of theories that's running with Shana. Some people are saying that what's going on is that Shana does this for a living. She does these scams, right? Where she does these things of making the business fail, and some people are saying that that's one take. That there's a scamming, a boomerang of the business, right? That's one. Two, Miss Shana seems very activated, and it could be because she knows she's going to be fired from this actual restaurant. Because if Amber starts to own it after divorce, the chance of her staying is very light. Very unlikely that she's going to stay. That's another piece of the puzzle that people have been looking on. So could this be why Shana is this activated? Or is it just a genuine concern? Or is she just annoying? Whichever it is, just write it in the comments.
DoorDash, like, please, I need you to pipe down, okay? It's fine.
Amber,
Why are you the divorce police? What's going on?
it's
Shana?
not that. You have you ever been married?
Listen, I don't need to be married to know she needed to not be in that marriage.
Thank you, Keisha.
That is a very true statement. Not because Miss Shana's been married before, right? Because she's acting like the divorce police, like she can police as to who get divorced and why not. Look here. If the lady's in a marriage and she don't feel like the marriage is going the way it needs to go, and we've seen the marriage between the both of them, she really does get no support. Let's be very honest. The dude does not support her, right? And I think that any woman would get rid of a man who is not supportive. She's not supportive, him don't assist her in things that she needs to do. That's just what you would get. But hey,
Thank you, Shauna. So what I'll do when I see Anthony...
You know, I really think Anthony is a good man.
Why you always good?
And whatever the mistake he made,
You think he's a good
He's
man?
worthy
Well, then you
of
marry him then.
forgiveness.
How about that?
we
No.
never- no, why?
You
We're
think
not
he's
gonna
such a
do
good
that.
man,
We're
you
not.
go marry him.
No,
He's
we
free.
all right. At this point, I think I'll have to stand with Amber a little bit, gentlemen, because the truth of the matter is, no. What I won't stand with is the let me clean the man out from divorce. That part you're not going to get me to stand with. But her saying that she needs to move on and do something different, I stand with her on that. And I stand with her on that because I can see that Anthony have different modes of operandi. For example, I remember looking at him last night while sitting with Darren and Ben. And when I listened to Anthony talk, he's not meeting what Amber is talking about. In that piece, they're not on the same page. Him not quite grasp the things that he needs to do as yet. Now, will he change today? Me no know, or over the course of these a couple of weeks? I don't know, but that's what I would say to that. It does not feel to me as though Anthony know what's going on. It feels like he's lost and him don't know exactly what to do as a husband. It feels like that's what it is. You cannot provide support and expect her just to do what? You have to provide some amount of support. That is true. I can't go around that at all. And if Shana want him, go and take him. That's just the deal. If you want him, go and have him. But hey, I cannot beat her up for wanting to move on. That's the one thing I'm not going to beat up anybody at all for. When them say them want to move on from a relationship, move on. Move on. Because I think at the end of the day, Amber going to be more happier and Anthony going to be more happier. That's my take on it. But give me a take, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.